Take the most amazingly talented team of 12 players in the country right now. If they replace the worst player on their roster with you, and you would be inspired to work harder than you are now because of the opportunity, then the fact you aren't working that hard now is one of the reasons you can't make that team in the first place. Dirk Nowitzki has a workout routine that's impossible to emulate. The fun part is that many incoming rookies attempt to join him when they first join the team. But after a month or two, Dirk is alone once again. You can only pretend to be great for so long. The great ones just do it naturally.
Yo. Hi. Hard breathing through it on this madness, yo. Nairobi, are you ready for this? I
Yo,
don't think
what
so.
up? What's up?
Go get ready.
What
Big
up,
Martini.
y'all? How you guys doing today? Hey, happy Sunday. We do not have practice tonight, so it's a weird day for me. But hopefully you guys have been out shooting today because it's supposed to be our shooting workout. So yes, if you've done that, please post those videos to inspire everyone else to keep doing so. Okay. Again, in the end, this program should be like a great parent, basically, where it does a lot for you, especially in the beginning, but by the end, it trains you to do it by yourself. And while that's, fantastic for skill development, it is really horrible for business. I mean, imagine a car that would just last forever and never break down. All right? They used to have cars going toward that trend. Cars are getting better and better and better until they realize, when they don't break down, we don't make any more money because eventually everyone has a car. Then what do? You just wait for people to be born to turn 16? I mean, it wasn't enough. So they made cars weaker. It was really weird. All right. And I think that's how most programs are. They want you to depend on them. You shouldn't have to depend on us in the end. In the end, you should be not only self-sustaining, but you should be inspiring all those around you to do the same thing. Because this game is, while it's not completely figured out, it's not a solved gamer by any stretch. The way to become better is fairly straightforward, kinda. And everyone knows that you have to shoot to get better. You got to get stronger, right? You got to understand some offenses and things like that. But with this, it's done. I mean, if everyone's following this on a day-to-day basis, it's literally done. If you can see yourself and correct yourself, right? You some of you might always need a coach to tell yourself, or to tell you that your left arm isn't straight, blah blah blah, because they're going to see that at a higher level than someone else would. All right, but for the most part, you do this stuff, you're set. All right, but for right now, we got this stuff, and you should be doing it on a day-to-day basis, especially today when we don't have our workout. So make sure you guys are doing that. Another great thing to do for today is our 7-minute drill challenge. What's up, Sean and Mean? Hey, Connor Rush, I see you guys. All right, our 7-minute right here. Let me see. Oh, don't have it up. Capture that window. Change that window. Change it to that right there. All right, and then we have our 7-minute challenge, which is our 7-minute shooting challenge. If you scroll down a little bit on Limitless Hoops page, you get to scroll down to the where is that? The 7-minute drill right here. All right. I found a few more as I was digging through our archives, and now I have more than a top 10. So I asked you guys to somehow, some way post your video of you doing the 7-minute drill. None of you guys did it. None of y'all did it. All right. Now Connor has done it before, but I was trying to get a 10th person to do it so that we had a top 10. But I just looked a little bit more through them, and then we had a few other people that already did it. So here's the order of it. All right, and 11th place is Connor Rush with the score of 12 for the 7-minute drill. This is a drill that you have to make 20 straight layups, 5 in a row from the elbow, and then you shoot threes. We used to do this in my college, and I think the average score was 28. I would get between 20 and 30. All right. Every single time. The lowest was 20. That was a bad day. And I was not a shooter. Our top guys, though, they would get 35 or 40. All right. So we have our 11th place is 12. 10th place is Gavin Dodge with 12. 9th place, 13, Connor Rush. 8th place is 14 by Blake Bastani. 7th place is Connor Rush with 15. 6th place is Connor Rush with 17. 5th place is Connor Rush with 18. 4th place is Gavin Dodge with 27. Now that's where we start to get going. Gavin Dodge had 27 of these. And then we have 3rd place is Dylan Deviney with 28. 2nd place is Gavin Dodge, who recently just won his I think it was like a school league or something like that. Maybe COL. I'm not really sure. But he's doing really, really well right now. And his dad's like, all thanks to you. And I was like, probably thanks to your son. But yes. All right, so Gavin Dodge is killing it right now. All right, Gavin Dodge with 30. He's the first kid to break 30 who was still under the high school age. All right, 30 for the 7-minute drill. And then the first place, of course, is Sean Smith, making 43 threes. So while we know you're not going to beat Sean, maybe you will. All right, maybe you could beat Connor Rush's 11th place score. Make it somewhere into the top 10. All you have to do is post it. And the hard part about this is videotaping it. It is like going down and like actually filming yourself on the time that you're going to do it correctly. All right. I want to coach, but there is 3 feet of snow underneath my hoop right now. I'm going to do it when I go to the gym with my friends after the playoffs. Fair enough. That sounds good. Anyways, let's move on to our story of the day. It's one of my favorite stories of all time. All right. This is one of my top stories of all time. I love this story. I actually made this story up. All right. You know what? I might have made it up from the one time when I was in my dorm room and a fire almost started because of me. I won't tell you that story, but yes. And some guy woke up during the small fire. It was a small fire, but he thought that the fire was consuming the whole room, and he was like, "Ah!" And he tried to jump out the window, but we were like, "No, no, 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 no! It's a very, very small fire." But he thought it was everywhere. But anyways, I think I think that's where this story came up from. I cannot speak today. I think that's where this story came from. However, I do think that it's one of the backbones of our program and what you guys need to accomplish to make yourselves go to higher levels. I think it's kind of the crux of everything is right here in this one story. However, for the book, I had to write the story in this little bitty square. All right, so if it says a story, it had to fit in there. So this is normally a 5 to 10 minute story, but I had to fit it in a 40-second blurb. All right, so I did my best, and when I was drawing it, I had some fun doing it today. All right, so go ahead and watch it and pay attention to it because I think that it's a very, very important piece to the puzzle to make you get to the next level. All right, watch it. On the other side of the door is college. If you open it, you're just a student. But if you break the door down, you're on the team. How hard will you try once high school comes and there's a fire in the room? Will you keep trying to break the door down or just turn the knob? And how will you compete against the desperate for whom the door is locked? All right, so for anyone who's ever heard me tell that story, I've never told it that fast before. All right, but yes, life is like a burning room, all right? And at first, it's just a regular room, though, all right, because you're young and you have all the time in the world, or so you assume, all right? And yes, working on something for 8 years, 9 years, 10 years, you could be darn good at it. But once you get to the point where you're just working on it hard for 3 years, not only does the shorter amount of time make it more clear that you can't probably do it, you're also older and wiser, and you're like, wait a minute, I can't make the NBA. And that's when people start to quit. That's when people are like, nah, I ain't gonna try my hardest. Nah. Or maybe that's when people get again, smart, and they're like, wait a minute, I know I love this basketball thing, but I got to become an engineer, which is smart. it's totally smart. But you can do both. However, when that time comes and you're in the room, if you have a choice between breaking the door down with your bare hands, axing through it, or just turning the freaking knob, you're going to turn the knob once that fire starts to come. And even when you're trying to bang it down, just knowing that you can turn the knob whenever you want to, you're not going to hit the door as hard. And especially if there's not a fire coming, you're going to be like, oh, bang, 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 okay, whatever. But if you're on the other side of things and that door is locked, maybe you're going to get mad that the door's locked. Why is my door locked and his door isn't? What I mean by locked is, like, my parents could not afford to put me into college. Of course not. I would have probably gotten in because of academic scholarships. But like college wasn't in the cards for anyone in my whole family. Some people just aren't destined to do that. If you don't go to college in this world, man, you're kind of screwed financially forever, right? Like, I mean, for the most part. So that door is like locked unless we get a college scholarship. So when our door is locked, we're going to be banging it down so much harder than you will. All right? And then once the fire comes for both of us, I'm going to be going crazy. All right? One time I caught a moth in a glass. Because I was like, oh, there's a moth in my room. It was like high school, and I covered it with the glass, and I carried it, and I didn't know what to do with it. I didn't want to get it like lost in the house, and I didn't want to go outside because that would have taken way too long. So I put it in some water, sadly, okay, and I filled the sink up with water, and I watched this thing, and I quickly was like, oh my God, I did the wrong thing because this moth started flipping out. It was like, I was like, oh my God, I'm a murderer. And it was like the first thing that I ever killed. But that moth was going insane as these players who their entire lives are come down to right now. And if they don't get into college for with the basketball scholarship, they have no life. And for like, let's say like a black person in America, 1 in 3 black people go to jail in their lifetime. You think you've met some black people in your life? You think 1 in 3 deserve jail time? I don't think it's that high, right? But like, our system is just like that. Like, we're gonna get caught for other things that maybe you get caught for. It just happens, right? But I bet that number goes to like realistic numbers. If you look at how many black people who go to college, an educated black person, it's probably a lot of different rates. So literally, if we don't make it to college, like our lives are screwed. So now that 1 in 3 number, it might even get higher. So you're going to be playing against people like that, who their entire lives depend on this game, and your life doesn't. The trick is to pretend that your door is locked. And when the fire comes, you start banging away even harder. But much more than that, before the fire gets here, before you feel like, oh my God, I'm a junior, I got no chance. Before that even happens, pretend that there's a fire as well. So pretend that your door is locked when the fire comes, and then before the fire ever gets there, pretend that the fire exists. All right? So when you're in 2nd grade, 4th grade, 6th grade, you have no more time left. Your back's against the wall. You need this with all your heart, or you just can't live. And if you fail, you're dead. Like, think about it like that. And you go after it like that. And then when someone comes up to you and they face you, and like he's like, his life is really like that, there's no difference between you and him. If there's a loose ball, it's your ball because that's your life. And if you can play like that, that's when the results are gonna come. So that's why I like this story so much, because even for like the privileged, like me, I'm very, very privileged in basketball, hella tall, right? Even for me, I just pretended like I wasn't, and I pretended like like my days were numbered every single day. And I think that you guys should do the same. All right, John might deserve jail time the way he murdered Chris with the dunks. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, Chris tried to block me, which is what Connor told him not to do. All right, yes, if I'm on a fast break, you want to try to turn me. What you guys don't realize, y'all are faster than I am. I can't keep up to you guys running. I'm too old. You guys can sprint right by me and make me like go behind my back. I'll still be successful, but I'll be less successful if you make me change directions. All right, you guys just like trailing on the side of me. You're gonna get dunked on, guys. Be careful with that. I mean, on your head, guys. On your head. All right. Anyways, let's move on. What do we have next? We got our Monday workout. Well, we have the pick and roll, pass to roll. All right, that's off a week's show and no help. That's why we're doing it on Wednesday. Weekend ball pounds, bluff and recover series, help side to closeouts, quick shots, and then fast break post seal. All right, we've gone over most of that stuff before, but let's take care of that on Wednesday. Stuff that we did last Friday, probably. +7, -7. This is probably like Wednesday, I think it was. All right, interior cuts and passes. Let's see, blindfold dribbling, rhythm drill, scissor ladders to shots, flare repeat to shots, and interior cuts and passes, like I said. All right, so that's what we did last time. I thought that we did a pretty good job of that. If you guys are good at the rhythm drill, that's something to post online as well, along with your 7-minute shooting. All right, the stuff that we're doing tomorrow is the half court game. We just shot some half quarters during our open gym. All right, that went pretty well. The winner of the half court pre-contest on Saturday was Zach. Zach he killed it. He was like one of the first people to shoot and one of the first people to make it. All right, and then he won in the finals by being the closest person. All right, so half quarters they're just a fun thing to shoot. But how we do this for the half court game is we have you guys throw up your half court shot. Based on the half court shot, you have to make 3 shots on the other end. All right, and if you airball it, you have to make 3 3-pointers on the other end before you can shoot your next half court shot. If you hit the backboard only, you have to go 3 scissor jumpers from the elbow. You have to make 3 scissor jumpers from the elbow before you can shoot your next half court shot. If you hit the rim, then you have to just make 3 elbow jumpers regularly to hit your next half court shot. And in the end, you wind up shooting just a few half court shots because it's a shooting drill. We use the half court shots as bait to get you guys to shoot a whole bunch of drills, to get you guys to shoot a whole bunch of just regular shots. And you guys can do this for each other as well. Like if you want to shoot a whole bunch of jump shots, treat yourself in between. All right, be like, oh, if I can make 50 before, let's say, 20 minutes passes by, I get ice cream or something like that. Or you can like play against someone and be like, hey, me and you, first to 15 threes wins. If you're playing a game, you're going to get a lot more shots up than if you're just counting them 1, 2, 3, 4, 999. All right, it takes a long time doing it like that. So entertain yourself, and this is one great way to entertain yourself. And plus, the half-court shots, if you get good at them, you might actually hit one during the game. So it's a good thing. Dame time. Zach, oh yeah, he was so Dame time. I make 20 scissor J's. Speaking of scissor jumpers, make 20 scissor jumpers in 3 minutes. That's a great contest to have online. Feel free to challenge people. Maybe you could say, if you have like some extra coins on you, you can challenge your teammates to post video and say, yo, I got 1 coin on this. In the next 24 hours, whoever posts a video with the most scissor jumpers made is it a minute? Then 3 minutes. And 3 minutes wins my coin. All right, and why would you do that? You would do it so that when you get double teamed, they're going to make shots. Connor was struggling during the open gym because he was like, oh, I can't pass it to Chris. Oh, I can't pass it to the other Chris. Oh, I can't pass it to the 4th Chris on my team. All right. So but if they can make their shots, then you pass to them, they hit it. Now you're going to be single teamed, and now you get to score a whole bunch of points. Right? I was telling my players to get to where they could score. I was telling them when they could score, how they could score. Right? I was dialing up my people, and I had like the 4 lowest rated people on the court, and Gavin had 2 game-winning layups. All right? So there's ways to make your team work for you, and there's ways not to. You have to figure that out. But Connor's team was afraid to shoot because Connor and them were screaming, "Don't shoot!" every single second. All right? Hey, if they have to shoot, put them in closer for those shots. And then go get the rebound for them. All right? It's a team effort. All right? You got to understand, even if you have like a weak team, it's still as strong a team as you need if you get to use those pieces. All right? But again, if you this is a great contest to put on there for the majority of your teammates to go through. Ball pickup layups, sprinting, going down, striking with the opposite foot, the opposite hand, and then bringing the ball up high to catch it and scoring it. All right. Make sure that we sprint for this one, that we understand how to do it. On our website, if you click on drills, you get to see us actually do this right here for ball pickup layups like this. I think we show this one a lot. There he goes. Ben, let's see who can get the fastest. I want to see you guys sprinting in front of them, so I might have someone behind you guys running after you so that you have to sprint as fast as you can. So make it like cops and robbers, but the ball pickup layup. And again, this is mostly for coordination's sake. John, is Chris Paul an open gym? He should be. We are missing Chris Paul. I thought Gavin Witt would freak out. I guess he is improving. Oh, Gavin's working really hard on his layups. Except even more intimidating. We're going to talk about Chris Paul a little bit. Juke straps is another one that we're doing on Wednesday. That's a great drill. And then, or not Wednesday, sorry, on Monday. And then our hurdles, and then jingle bells. Jump to touch the bells just out of your reach. All right. Speaking of Chris Paul, what do you think about the Suns? They said that Chris Paul's out for like four weeks. And they said that this might be the Suns' hardest time in terms of turnovers. The reason why the Suns have been so good, they had this team before. They literally added one player, and it was Chris Paul. All right? Everyone thought that Chris Paul was out. Everyone thought he was done. They were like, yo, go to the Lakers and help LeBron win, man. And this dude went, nope, I'm going to OKC. And they were like, OKC, what? That team sucks. Oh, you really are done. Then he took that team full of ragtag misfits and he took them to the freaking playoffs during the bubble. And everyone was like, yo, Chris Paul is the man. Now he should go to the Lakers. And Chris Paul was like, nope, I'm going to go to the Suns. And they're like, the what? The Suns? These are real conversations, by the way, word for word. And what? The Suns? They got nobody but Booker. And he goes, yo, that dude's the truth. I'll help him out, blah, blah. And he turned that team into a championship team, championship finals losing team, but still. And he did it with his greatness, yes, but probably his greatest attribute, beyond like making clutch shots, beyond like his assists and things like that, is his ability to not turn the ball over. And they said, per team stats, in the history of the league since like 70, since they started keeping the stats, 71, something like that, 74, I have no idea. All right, that the teams that Chris Paul's been on have been the lowest of all time, basically, in terms of like a player helping out his team keep the turnovers low. So they said without him, this entire team turns into something different. Think about every single turnover as just another opportunity for the other team to shoot the ball. And if the other team's shooting 40 to 50%, that's basically a point every turnover. All right? It's a little bit less than a point every turnover. All right? So every turnover that you get, you might as well just be dinging them up for a point. All right? Every turnover that you get, you might as well minus a point from your score. All right? Either way. The ability to not turn the ball over it's a very, very underrated skill. All right? Because no one notices it. It's like you shouldn't turn the ball over. Duh. All right? But make sure that you dribble the ball low. Make sure that you get the ball into people's hands quickly. Make sure that you communicate with your teammates. All right? Make sure that you practice on like your ball handling in the off days so that you can continuously improve at your ball handling skill. All right? Devin Booker is a stat filler. He can't win on his own. You don't have to win on your own when you have other people. All right? I was happy to let them shoot. They had many chances, but the game got too close. I don't know if... Connor made a few shots. I really am just like a mental terrorist in the games. I just send double teams at Connor. When he comes off screens, I send triple teams. I mean, Dame Lillard even said that was the hardest part for him, adjusting to the playoffs. He goes, I would just be dribbling up the court and they would just shoot a double team at me out of nowhere. And he's like, it took me so long to get over that and to understand that. For LeBron James, he has to balance between overpassing and underpassing during those moments. When you guys did it to me, I was able to break out of your double team way too easily. All right, but yeah. There are ways to win. Figure out ways to win. All right. Anyways, moving on. Let's go to a very, very, very rare commercial break, and then we'll come back with our trivia question. Yes, indeed. That was the product that got Connor Rush to actually open his eyes and be able to see again. Connor was blind before 3D vision came along and let him hit that one shot. He can't hit any other shots besides that one spin move, but he has that spin move now. So congratulations. See, look, John, the wall is blue. Oh yeah, the wall is blue. I wonder. Okay, so the wall was blue, then the wall wasn't blue. Now the wall's blue again. So strange. Embiid 27 free throws. Well, stop fouling him then, and he won't shoot the free throws. Stop hacking. All right. Trivia question for the day is. We got Finn Kaufman already won for the month, but we might as well just keep asking the trivia question. The trivia question today is: how many points did Kobe Bryant score in his final NBA game? How many points did Kobe Bryant score in his final NBA game? That is the question for the day. And while we're waiting for that, we are getting our Oakland trip together. All right. Yes, we have our team going, but I'm also putting together a team. It's almost official now. A team full of Oakland kids that were 50 All-Stars kids, and they will be in the tournament. Heck, maybe we'll play them twice. I don't know. But yes, I'm gonna put a text out to them tomorrow. Looking through it, we have like 15, 20 eligible kids. So I'm sure I can get like 5 of them to do it. Yeah. So I'm super hyped about that. We'll get my brother out in California to coach against me. He's already coaching for the local high school. So yes, we're gonna get this thing done, doing the Oakland trip and play against Finn Kaufman and company, and whoever else wants to play against us. It'll be a very, very fun thing. All right, let's see it. Connor Rush with 60 right there. You are right. Way too easy. Sean Amin a little bit late with the 60. Effortless. Way too easy. I lost. I admit. I didn't use Google, though. You're right. So, yes, 60 is the answer. That is crazy how many shots that dude chucked up. But he was very, very clutch in the end, though. And really, I mean, a lot of people can chuck up shots. They wouldn't score 60 points. So I've got to give him a lot of credit. Everyone knows Kobe's 60 and 81-point games. Duh. All right. Let's move on to the final thing, checking our homework for the day. Who we got for the homework? All right, Connor Rush with the threes, shooting outside. Good job. He has no snow outside of his house. You might need a shoveler, buddy, Sean. All right, with the mic is the push-ups for Noah Mass. That's a great job. Kieran and Declan with some extended layups. I see y'all working. Kieran one-hand form shooting. Kieran with the escape dribble as well. Kieran with the invisible video. Nice job. All right, Poly series, first 4 of them. There's 7 of them total, right? All right, NBA threes. I like it, man. Great job with this stuff, you guys. Connor still has to post the movie, right, before the end of the month. Or you just might have to just do the running stuff and turn in the homework and get someone else to turn in the homework. I think that's all he's missing besides just keeping up with the pace that he's at right now. I'm pretty sure I'm keeping track of everything for Connor. But yes, we will see. But either way, you are improving. Keep going with that stuff. And let's go over the quote of the day. Is to have zeal. All right, I know it sounds as though it's a vegetable. No, we're not telling you to eat your vegetables, okay? Although you should. All right. Why do I think that's a vegetable? What vegetable does that sound like? Peas? Like zeal? I have no idea what I'm thinking of. But yes, no, have zeal is to have enthusiasm, to have excitement. All right, to go out there and like have your energy be towards a positive angle. Because you can go out there during a game, be sitting on the bench, and like just be like mopey all the time. And whether you're like angry, sad, tired, whatever, it's going to have an effect on your team. It's basically all contagious. All right? Like a virus, freaking like coronavirus, dude. It's all contagious. So since it's going to be contagious, you can present anything that you want. Why not make it something that's going to be positive towards your team's winning, especially if you're on the bench? Because now you have no influence in the game besides your excitement. So bring it, whether you're on the court or off the court, in terms of zeal, in terms of your excitement and your enthusiasm for the game. All right? I shoveled all my snow under the area of my hoop on accident. Have veal. Oh, veal was what I was thinking of. Thank you very much. Oh, my God. Have meal. Yes. Thank you for correcting me. So, yes, have zeal. Make sure you guys are always up. Always. And I can't tell you how important it is when we have multiple people coming for the morning workouts, like on Monday morning. or whatever morning. I try to bring the excitement, but when they bring it too, it's so much easier. Because the body reacts to everyone else around you, their energy. So make sure that energy is high. Make sure that you guys are always bringing it. Clapping is a great form. Talking out loud is another one. Have zeal. That's my time. Make sure that you guys keep working hard. Make sure you guys keep posting your homework. Heads up for the end of the month for anyone who's trying to do the homework stuff. Finish strong. All right. One girl kind of does. She is very good. The academy girls are pretty good, but they don't shoot real layups. Who are the academy girls? I don't know. Anyways, peace out.
You better like it. Go get ready. My people crazy. You better like it. Good wonder. It's a dazzle thing I never surrender. Pretty girl. Good wonder. It's a dazzle thing I never surrender. Go get busy, man. It's a freaky time. That's how we do it, man. It's a party time. We can end it, boa baby. It's a dazzle thing, arriba tu caliente. Give me this fun fight, girl, I'm here to conquer, girl, In the business, I'm dangerous. My trigger on the baddest. The party just started. My body's in a hurry. I enter. Looking for a bad boy in the place. Ain't nobody bad. Enter. Looking for a bad boy in the place. Ain't nobody bad. I'm a bigger man, careful, girl. Shock you in this reggaeton 10 times, girl. Good wonder. It's a dazzle thing I never surrender. Pretty girl, good wonder. It's a dazzle thing I never surrender. Go get busy, man. It's a freaky time. That's how we do it, man. It's a party time. Go get ready.